Vipassana is a technique which consists of sitting down, closing your eyes, and observing your breathing. Breathing must be natural, and you simply have to observe it. That is it. You do not have to do anything else. You will sit and watch your breath with your eyes closed. In the previous videos regarding Vipassana, the speaker talked about the visible part of the body, that is, the exterior. Today, the speaker will talk about the invisible part, that is, the inner part. Let's start with the eyes. Vipassana is a technique that is done with the eyes closed. To say with eyes closed is not really correct, because it is the eyelids that lower. Just like when we sleep, we make no effort when we sleep to keep our eyes closed. The eyelids simply stay down. This is exactly what we need to do when we sit down to practice Vipassana. When the speaker says with your eyes closed, it does not imply taking an action, but just totally relaxing with your eyelids down. When a person tells you to close your eyes, you make an effort to keep your eyes closed, but you do not have to do that when you sit down to meditate. There are two other things about the eye. When you sleep and dream, your pupils move under the eyelids. This effect happens because the pupils follow the dream, as if you were in the cinema, watch a movie, and your eyes follow the action on the screen. In dreams, the same thing happens, only the screen is inside you. Dreams are images created by the unconscious, so the pupils move to observe the images created by the unconscious. The same thing happens when you are in meditation. If while sitting in Vipassana you are distracted and think with the conscious mind, the pupils will not move, because the conscious mind thinks with words. So the eyes have nothing to observe. But if you go deep within yourself, that is, to go behind the conscious mind and start observing the unconscious mind, your pupils will move. The unconscious communicates with you through image. At this moment, your pupils will begin to move, like when you dream. Visions are born from here. When a person who meditates receives images from his unconscious, he is having visions. For the most part, these visions are only repressed desire or conditions of the person who meditates. But if this person has got rid of his conditioning and repression, it becomes much more interesting. But the speaker does not want to talk about this, because it is an individual experience and requires the meditator to remain completely unidentified with what is happening. The only way to remain unidentified is to observe breathing, regardless of the experience that meditator has. The speaker does not want to confuse you. What the speaker has described happens independently. You cannot seek it or desire it. You just sit down and watch your breathing, and you leave everything to the technique. When you observe the breath, at the same time you are aware of everything that is happening inside and outside of you. Observation is no concentration. Here is the difference. When you concentrate, you fix your concentration on one point and forget everything else. While the observation of the breath, it means that you observe the breath, but at the same time you are aware of everything that happens. This is why concentration is easy, but observation is difficult. Concentration is something we are all used to do, while observation is a new thing. Concentration is taught to us from a very young age. All school education is based on concentration, while meditation finds its foundation on observation. Right now, the only thing you know is concentration. Even if you have experience in meditation, nothing changes. What is taught in the Vipassana meditation center or temple is concentration. No one teaches observation unless he is in contact with an enlightened master. They may use the word witness, observation, but what they teach is concentration, especially in India and Asia. Indian and Asian people have problems with concentration due to many factors, such as school education, repression of sex, social life, etc. They are very ancient culture. The more people live in an ancient culture, the more unaware they are. So concentration is difficult. If you go to Buddhist temple in Thailand or an ashram in India, you will mostly hear about concentration, perhaps with different names. The only psychological stages that people know is unawareness, concentration, thinking. But there are several more. Observation is one of them. You cannot start with observation, since you have not experienced it. So you will have to start with concentration. By concentrating on the breath, it is possible to experience the observed. This is for two reasons. The first is that breathing is an automatic process which we do not to do voluntarily. So by focusing on it, we take no action. This is why the importance of natural breathing. This means that breathing must not be influenced by the mind, conscious or unconscious. The second reason is that the breath is connected with the brain and especially with the mind. The mind is the part of the brain that generates thought. Concentration on the breath is the first step. You start from concentration to get to experience the observer. Let's go back to the eyes, which was the starting point. There is no doubt that the eyes must be kept closed, but unfortunately, this too is half of the truth. At first, you keep your eyes closed, but if during a silent retreat the mind will be completely absorbed into the breathing process, it is possible that the eyes will open slightly. The speaker means they did not open, but they did not close either, exactly in the middle. This is beautiful. It happened by itself. Do not practice this technique. When the eyes are closed, the danger is to get distracted with what is going on inside out. While if we keep our eyes open, we will be distracted by what happens on the outside. When the eyes are neither open nor closed, this means that the mind is not distracted from what is happening outside and inside. The mind is here and now. The beauty is that the mind cannot exist in the here and now. Only awareness can exist in the here and now. The mind, that is the thought, moves in time. This means that the mind can think about the past, the future, never about the present. The present is eternity. Here and now, it is eternity. Eternity is a phenomenon outside of time. This is why it is said that God is eternal, because God is here and now. Eternity is a phenomenon outside of time. Eternity has nothing to do with the present or the future. Eternity is here and now. Awareness is here and now. Breath is here and now. You exist here and now. The Indian word is Maya, illusion. The past is dead. It no longer exists. The future is an illusion, something that does not exist. Time that does not exist is another illusion created by the mind. There is only the here and now. Do not daydream. Do not delude yourself. Everything is here and now, to be continued. Thank you for listening.